Hi traders, Dale Pinkert here. My Twitter handle is at forexstophunter. Want to take a couple of victory laps here. A week or so ago, I was talking about the potential that a lot of these names, although NASDAQ was making new highs, we were getting failing rallies. I talked about 214 in Apple. I believe that was close to the high. The move 78.6 was 213.39. The high intraday was 215.31, so I was off by a buck 30. I'll try and clean it up, but as you can see, we have some breakaway gaps here. I think it's be very difficult for Google to recover $200 before it works lower. There is potential with gaps down. This is Apple down around the 173 level. There will be bounces along the way, but definitely looks vulnerable. If I just do a measured move from 92, call it 20 bucks. Yep, there we go. The 172 level. Look for some buyers to step in. I think it's going to be not an easy road back to the highs, and we really have a broken market here, at least for a while. If you look at S&Ps and Dow and everything, just 50% retracements of the rally from the late December, early January lows to the highs that we had. Also talked about sell in May and go away would become popular by the end of the month. Well, today a lot of people are selling in May, but a little bit late. I talked about it's always better to be raising cash while the market's going your way, not necessarily get short. That's my look at Apple. I think one of the canaries in the coal mine, along with Intel, was Google. Something else I talked about that we had a three drive to a top formation on the weekly, and Google again also in trouble. And we've had such a dramatic move. I just look at 1160 to 1280, tells me 1040 is within the potential move for Google over time over the next several weeks. So we'll see what type of turnaround we get. I'm not sure if it's going to be a V or, we've topped until potentially July. So just like everything else, we have to take our business a day at a time, always reassessing what's going on. This is something else I talked about prior to the fact. So people that weren't selling up in this level 1260 are looking at 10% give backs here on Google. I wanted to wrap it up with what was probably my call of the year, and that was back in February in Bitcoin. I talked about GBTC around $4. It's trading, I believe, up around the $9, $10 level now, so more than a double. Bitcoin starting to get parabolic, perhaps, and I've heard some talk that this is flight capital out of China looking for a place to hide, and they could be behind it. China's behind a lot of big moves in the markets. I learned that a long time ago. But at these levels, we could be close to completing this first wave, just in round numbers, call it 3,200 to 8,000. It's called 3008. You've had a $5,000 move. So anywhere from where we peak, it is possible to pull back $2,000 to $3,000 for better buying opportunities. So you never go broke taking a profit. Bernard Baruch had a couple of good clients, the Kennedys and the Rockefellers. Remember, don't just count your pips, count your blessings. This is Dale Pinkert. You can find me on Forex Stop Hunter. If you want to learn the whys behind my decisions in the market, I do mentor traders. You could reach me through Twitter at Forex Stop Hunter and send me a DM. I'll give you the details. I know where your stops are. Adios.